This past week, across the nation, we celebrated the life of a man who had a dream, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King had a dream that everyone would be judged not by the color of their skin, but of the content of their character. Martin Luther King saw value in every human life. He imagined that he could get each person to see value in themselves and in one another. He shared the vision that we could all work together, using our skills and our gifts for the good of all. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream that we would treat each other with love and dignity. He wasn't the only man with a dream like that. Perhaps you've heard of this other man, Jesus from Nazareth. He too had a dream. He too desired that each of us would see value in ourselves and in each other. He too dreamed that we would all treat each other with love and dignity, utilizing the gifts and skills of all for the good of all. Dreams. What are your dreams? You know, it's perfectly okay to dream about winning the lottery. I'm serious. Or to get that job promotion, or to move into that big, beautiful house, or to find your soulmate, or to have a baby. It's good to practice dreaming for the things that we desire. But there's more. There are bigger, even better dreams waiting for us. The dream Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Jesus shared were God dreams. These dreams came from the heart of God. It doesn't get any bigger than that. So how can we pick up on God's dreams? How do we know God's heart? Well, there are a variety of spiritual practices that we can do which will tune us into God. And today I'd like to focus in on the practice of listening. Because listening is how a conversation begins. God continually invites us to listen throughout all the scriptures. In Deuteronomy, today we heard the very famous Jewish prayer, the Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. In the book of Revelation, we read, Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into you, and I will eat with you, and you with me. Jesus at one point said, Whoever is of God hears the words of God. And then from today's gospel, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. But how do we do this? How can we hear God? Well, in order to hear God, we first must become still. We need to come to a stop. And I don't have to tell you what a challenge that is in this fast-paced world in which we live. It is so easy to get caught up in the noises around us. But all those noises around us are nothing compared to the noises inside of us. We are consumed by our plans and our intentions. We are preoccupied with our worries and our anxieties. We get distracted by our work, by all those things that run through our mind. To listen, to just pause for a moment and be in silence takes time, and it takes practice, which is why I'm offering the meditation class on Saturday. Sitting, listening, creating a space for silence isn't as simple as flipping a switch on or off. It would be nice if it was that easy, but it's not. It is a spiritual practice with an emphasis on the word practice, because we don't always do it very well. This practice is a way to cultivate silence within ourselves, to make space for listening to happen, so that the dreams of God can come to us. You know, it's not that talking is bad. It's not that speaking our prayers to God is wrong. Not at all. These things are very good and necessary at times. It's just that there are good things to hear as well. And without making room for the silence, we could miss the good things God is whispering to us. Listening allows dreams to be heard and felt in ways that talking simply can't communicate. It's kind of like this. Silence offers the soul what punctuation offers a sentence. Silence offers a way to stop, to define, to clearly mark what belongs where. Without any punctuation in a sentence, the words would just keep piling up on each other without ending. The sentence would become meaningless. Well, there would be no sentence because there'd be no beginning and there'd be no end. It would just be words. Punctuation creates helpful limits, creates a necessary space to separate and define one thought from another. Similarly, silence helps us to stop. It gives us a necessary space to step back and just take a look at our lives. Silence helps us to punctuate our lives so that we can make meaning out of all of the noise and the actions and the input and the emotions going on around us and going on within us. You know, our technology is a wonderful thing until it oversaturates us with stimulation and we find ourselves unable to be still and hear God. Throughout our lives, we're going to need to find ways to balance all the good things that we're doing. Loving our family, our neighbor, going to school, working at our jobs, serving others, doing our ministry. But we're always going to need to punctuate our doing with our being, with taking time to listen to God, with taking time to dream the dreams that God has put into our hearts. Dreams like, you are deeply loved. Dreams like, who you are is necessary and needed in this world. Dreams like all of us are worthy and gifted and have a place at the table. And then knowing these dreams gives us the ability to dream where and how we can make a difference in this hurting world. This week, listen. Bring your body into an upright position of rest. Close your eyes to the sights and all that is going on around you, and breathe. Or listen while you're walking or dancing. Or listen while bringing your gaze up on a silent, starry night. Listen, for God has many beautiful dreams to share with you. May it be so for you and for me. Amen. Our sermon hymn today is 712 in your blue hymn book.